Hey everybody, so in this video I'm going to talk all about Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps and how they can work for you. Stay tuned. It's time for some real talk. Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel, Real Talk with Taylor. I am Taylor, and as I said, today we're going to talk about Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps. So, I am following Dave's plan. I've mentioned that in other videos as well. That's what I'm doing to get out of debt. I know a lot of other people have used other methods, but this is what I'm using. So I wanted to share something that I found on the internet, especially about money, especially now, because I was curious. So baby step 1 is to have $1,000 in your starter emergency fund. And I found this article, just Googling. The website is wbur.org. And it says, shutdown highlights that many Americans don't have enough saved for a rainy day. So in this article, it says almost 60% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings, meaning an emergency expense would put many people into debt. And I think it's even less of those people have a budget. There's some statistics out there that the majority of people don't have a written budget and they don't follow a budget, which is alarming because thinking about not having a budget gives me high anxiety. I don't know how I lived before I made a budget. And I've been budgeting for a little over a year now, and I'm feeling pretty confident, and I love YNAB. That's what I use, and it's great. So let's jump into these baby steps. So I'm using this financial peace plan. I took this class. It was amazing. If you have the opportunity, I totally recommend you doing it. You can either go in person to do the class, which is what I did, or you can do it virtually. And even if you go in person, you have access to the lessons. So if you have to miss a class or if you want to rewatch, you're able to do that. Plus, you get, I believe it's a year of every dollar. I don't use that budgeting tool, but it's out. You can use it. And you get access to a bunch of other tools. I use the financial calculator to see how long and how much I have to pay off to get rid of my debt. So this is what I'm using. So literally, this is the first page. It lists all of them. So as it says, step 1 is to get $1,000 in your emergency starter emergency fund. You're gonna build it up after you get out of baby step 2. But for right now, and Dave's philosophy behind that is, because $1,000 really isn't a lot. His philosophy behind it is, it gets you motivated and jumpstart to pay off your debt faster. All right, step number 2. So we are paying off all debts except the house using the debt snowball method. So what does that mean? So what you do is you list all of your debts, smallest to largest. So I'll just give you some examples. I'm making this up. This isn't me. Or you know what? I will tell you mine because I've shared how much debt I had and everything like that. But so I have a student loan. We'll just say it's $2,500. Let's say I have another student loan for $3,500, a car loan for $10,000, and I have a $20,000 student loan. All of mine are student loans. I don't have any other debt except my car. And my car is 7, not 10. Anyway, so what you do is you list that out, and you don't worry about the interest rate. Interest rates don't matter. We're not worried about the interest. It doesn't matter. So he does the smallest to largest method because it gives you momentum. Once you pay off that $2,000 loan, you're going to be like, okay, I can continue to do this. If you start the other way, I think the avalanche method it is, where you do the highest interest first, you're probably going to lose steam and you're probably going to give up. So I really like the snowball method. I've snowballed so far 6 payments. 4 of those were student loans. I had a credit card when I first started this, and maybe 5 of them were student loans. I don't know. Either way, I might have only paid off 5, but still, I use this method. And so I throw what you do. So I'll just give a quick, easy example. Let's say you have a pet bill that's $100, and you owe that. So you pay that $100, that bill is gone, that debt's gone. What you would do, whatever you're paying or you were paying on that vet bill, you would now take that payment and put it towards your next smallest payment. That is how the snowball goes. I do that, but I get a little more extreme. I throw any extra money that I have at my debt when I can. So, sorry guys, my eyes itchy. Um, so what I do is this month, one of my goals is to use one of my paychecks and throw all of it at debt. That's my plan. I have sinking funds. So sinking funds, real quick, are just funds that you have for different expenses. Like I have one for Christmas. I have a car repair one. I have hair appointments. I have, I'm trying to think what else do I have? Hair appointments, gifts that are not Christmas related. I have, what else? Car, hair, just things like that. Things that you would need. I have one for not my car insurance, wow, I'm struggling today, guys. My, with my car, what the heck's it called? Registration. I have one for that. I have one for YNAB. So with, YNAB, you can like schedule like how much you need to pay per month to reach that goal for a certain time. So if I wanted to save $500 by July, it would tell me I have to save this much money each month to reach my goal. That's why I really like YNAB. So that's a good way to get that started. So you're paying off everything but your house. The house comes later. So that's pretty much what happens in step 2. You pay off all your debt as fast and as quick as you can. Dave is very rigid when it comes to this. He says you shouldn't be in a restaurant unless you are working there. No vacations. You take a vacation, you go outside in your backyard. I am not like that. I still go out to eat. I try to do that, when I can. I mean, obviously right now I'm not going out to eat, but I have a sinking fund for that. That's another one. Eating out, date night, and I put money in there. Each pay, each month, whatever. I allocate myself so much money because for me, if I'm just putting all my money at debt, then obviously there's a bigger purpose at the end, but during, I would probably give up because I'd be like, yeah, I can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I want ice cream. So I think it's okay to do those things. Yes, I go on vacation still. I budget for it. I have a sinking fund for that as well. Sometimes I do that and I'm like, this money could be going to debt, but I also think you need it. Like, you need to go. Family's not always going to be around. So money will always be there. So that's my philosophy on it, I think. And maybe too, because I work in mental health and I value self-care and I value those relationships with those people to take vacations with. So that's why I'm kind of just like, I'm still going to go on vacation. Sorry, Dave. All right. So step 3 is 3 to 6 months is a fully funded emergency fund. So depending on your situation, you won't have any debts. You won't have to worry about credit card payments, car payment. You won't have any of that. So you won't have to worry about that. So really the 3 to 6 months is just, how much do I need to live on? How much is my mortgage payment? If you have one, how much is my rent? If you have rent, how much is my car insurance? How much is my phone bill? How much is my, what's the other thing that people have? Electric, Netflix, that kind of stuff. Like, how much would that cost? If I lost my job tomorrow and I didn't get a job for 6 months, how much money would I have to save in order to be okay? You just have to figure it out on your own. I'm not on these steps, so I'm not there yet. So number 4, invest 15% of your household income into retirement. Another crazy piece that Dave talks about is you stop all of your 401k contributions during baby step 2. A lot of people think that's crazy. But if you think about it, it's not, because once you're out of debt, like, you can put 15% into, if your company matches it, into other mutual funds, whatever you want to do with it, you're doing 15%. So you have no debt. You have an emergency fund if something happens, and then you're maxing out your 401k contributions, which is pretty awesome. I can't wait to get to that. Okay, let's see here. Next is number 5, and it's Save for Your Children's College Fund. Some people don't do that. Some people don't offer to pay for college for their kids. Some people do, some don't. So some people use this step, some people don't. I think they're called, there's like a plan out there I want to say it's like a 529 plan, but I could be completely wrong. Don't quote me. It's specifically for kids for college. A lot of people start them whenever their kids are super young. So, like, there was a lady that was in one of the groups I was in, and her grandson was either like 1 or just born or something, and she was going to contribute. And I think by the time he was 18, he was going to have $100,000, or something was going to happen like that. I don't know. So even if your kid doesn't go to college and you want to help them out, that could be a good down payment for like a house or another, like a trade school, or really anything. A car. You can get a really nice car for $100,000. All right. So number 6 is pay off your home early. So this is where you start. Number 6 is where you start to pay off your house, which seems daunting. I don't even have a house, but that seems really daunting to have like a house that's, I don't know, I'm just making up a number, $350,000, and you're going to pay that off. That's crazy. But you have an emergency fund, you don't have any debt, and you're bumping up your retirement. So you're going to pay your house now. The last one is my favorite, and I literally cannot wait to do it. It says build wealth and give. So literally you've done every step. You've done everything. So now you're on 7, and it's build wealth and give. I am so excited for that. Not like the personal building of the wealth, but like giving. I have so many ideas of things that I want to do, and just donating money, my time, things like that. I mean, I donate some of my time now, but just really being like, this isn't my money. Like, I'm only here for a certain amount of time in my life. It's kind of borrowed money. Like, that's how I'm kind of seeing it now. So just really like being generous, being grateful, giving to people that need it, to organizations, to causes you believe in. Like, I really can't wait for that. So one of the things I am going to share, because this is crazy to me, it's in this book, and I think let me find it because I really want to share, because it blew my mind when I read it. I believe it's in the investing step. It's crazy, guys. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, that's step 3. Okay, here it is. So, you guys won't be able to read this, but in here it like talks about people that started investing at a certain age and what they would have. So I don't own this book. Not my book. This is Dave Ramsey's book. I'm just reading it because I think this is crazy. So it's talking about the power of compound interest. So the first guy, it says Jack started investing when he was 21, invested $2,400 every year for 9 years, and then stopped. At 30, he put in $0. That means he stopped, but his money didn't. So his money kept growing because of compound interest. Blake didn't start investing until he was 30. He invested $2,400 every year until the age of 67. That's 38 years of investing. $2,400 every year. So this is crazy. So Jack, the first guy I talked about, who invested at 21 and then stopped at 30, his total invested over 9 years was $21,600. His rate of return was $2,547,000 and 150. Wow, I completely butchered that. Let me try again. His return was $2,547,000 and $150. 150. Blake, who didn't start investing until he was 30 and invested for 38 years, invested $91,200 over 38 years, and his rate of return was only $1,483,000.33. Which is crazy. Like, he started investing, 9 years later, and never was able to catch up. I mean, I'll take $1 million, but it's crazy. So it's pretty much saying invest early and keep investing, which is my plan, because I would like to. He said in one of his videos, I love watching his rants on YouTube. They make me happy. And he talked about, if you're under the age of 40, there's no reason you shouldn't retire a millionaire, which is crazy. So if you're under 40 and you're watching this, you're going to retire a millionaire. If you do what you're supposed to, you'll retire a millionaire, which is my goal. That's my goal. And think about it. If you have a spouse or you're not married, but you're engaged and you're thinking you're going to be married by the time you're 40, that would be double if you each contributed to your own 401ks and did that employee match. Even if there's no match, it's still worth it. So let me know in the comments, have you taken this class? Have you thought about taking it? Do you budget? And if you don't, what would you like to know about it? Also, maybe what are your thoughts on Dave Ramsey? Because I know a lot of people think it's like a cult and that he's crazy. Which he's not. He's genius. A lot of people think a lot of this is about math when it's really not. It's like 20% math. I think he says it's 20% math, 80% head knowledge. I can't do math and I'm doing all right. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please click that subscribe button and click the bell so that you get notified when I have a new video out. Videos are posted every Monday in the evening. Have a great one.